Ladies and gentlemen.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. It's your boy, Newbie Dude Plays YT, and if you haven't noticed, we're gonna do today's video a little bit different than usual. I don't think I've ever made a video like this where I've been in person filming. I think I'm almost always either playing games or I'm filming something else and you can't really see my face. The last time that you saw me, I was 9, I think. So obviously I've changed a lot, look a lot different. This video, I guess you could call it something of a 100 subscriber special. Not really. That's not what it was intended for, but it's at the same time as the occasion. But what's really important is we're going to a combat robotics competition today. In case you didn't see my last YouTube short, I actually made a combat robot. More on that later. You'll see all the updates and all the changes that I made since that video. And we've got some stuff 3D printing over here on the 3D printer. That's exciting. It's another part for the robot. I'll explain more about that later again. And so yeah, let's just get right into that part actually. Alright, now we're over where I have everything laid out for the competition. And first and foremost, right over here, we've got the robot. So we've got this big titanium blade on it still, and all the same stuff on the inside. However, what's different from my previous YouTube short that I made, we've got this plastic armor that I 3D printed. I actually 3D modeled this part myself. It was really fun. It only really took me like an hour, and it doesn't really fit perfect, but it fits well enough as a competition, and it's the day before, so I really don't have the time to fix anything. But it's close enough, it works well, it's really flexible, so I'm hoping that that'll work to my advantage. And also, right here, we have forks now on the robot. Hopefully this will help me get underneath anybody that I'm going against easier, since this giant wedge here isn't really the best way to get underneath another robot, you know. So, that's cool. Next thing, over here we've got all of our extra armor pieces. These are almost exactly identical to this other one, since I didn't really change anything between prints. Still got some of the weird errors that I made while I was designing the model, since I only spent not a lot of time on it. Obviously, we have our controller for the competition. This is just the standard one that comes with the Fingertech Robotics Viper kit. It's Fly Sky. And our battery charger, too. Obviously, gotta have that one. The one battery is not gonna last us the whole competition. And over here, we got some spare parts and some miscellaneous tools and whatnot. And these titanium forks, actually. I bought these before the competition, and they didn't really do their job right because they don't fit on this robot. They're for a different robot that Fingertech makes, so whoops, you know. And hopefully I can get this all sorted up into that backpack, it'll be fun. Alright, I'm over by the 3D printer. I just grabbed this fork out of the printer, and I figured that while I'm here, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of background information about the competition that we're going to. It's hosted by Texas Robot Combat, and it's called Rodeo. I'm competing in the 1 pound weight class, but they also have a 150 gram and a 3 pound. So I know that there's going to be 30 people total in the 1 pound weight class. There might be more, it kind of depends on if they expanded the registration limit, because they had a limit of 30 people. And they might have changed it since then, but I haven't looked. But it's sure to be a fun time, plenty of people there. Hopefully I'll make some new acquaintances, and I'm already excited to see the next event whenever I go. It'll be really fun. And I will catch you guys on the drive there tomorrow. I think I'm gonna head to bed right around now. It's about 9, and I gotta wake up at 6 since registration starts at 8. So see you on the drive there. Alright, we're here on the day of the competition, pulling up to Robotics. About to turn onto the street where it's at. Here we are. Wow. It's a big building, for sure. I'm excited. Alright, we're here. Crazy. Morning. Morning. Look at these. Wow. This is ginormous. This is so cool. So many of them. It's like 6 robots here. We've got our table and we're waiting for safety to start. It's gonna be a fun time. All like spare parts, a robot, controller, all the things. So yeah, I will see you guys in a second. We got about 2 hours. You guys probably won't see much of the time in between, but if I see anything interesting, I'll make sure to record it. But I'll catch you guys when the competition starts. Getting ready for our first match here. They're starting to... They got the brackets and just over here is our opponent. It's gonna be interesting. It's definitely gonna be interesting. I'm worried because I've got really thin top armor and he's got an overhead spinner kind of weapon. But hopefully everything will go well. 3, 2, 1. So Oblivion is coming out right away. Get on moving initially. And it's spinning up and has some nice lights.
And what's this one?
Back upside down.
Alright, it's fair. I want you to
Weapon spinning up a little bit. How's the garbage already? Oblivion doing a great job. You know you're going to hear the metal sound, and you know you're going to plastic ripping apart. And you'll start seeing little jumps go far. Even if you're fighting your weapon, you're not doing this right.
Good luck. You guys see spectacular damage.
Dragging things in hits, it's still able to drive around enough to show movement. Oblivion, though, is just attacking. That's a tap out, your winner is Oblivion! Oblivion will be the first win.
I'm stuck in the...
Yep.
Hang on. Don't work the sticks anytime the door is open. Thank you. Alright, you can proceed to your corners. Now that you're unstuck.
Ishtar and Monty Python?
Ishtar and Monty Python. Ishtar's in the red.
Alright. In the 1-down full combat, these robots have metal weapons, ladies and gentlemen. In the red, we have Ishtar, the hammer saw. And in the blue, we have Monty Python, the overhead horizontal. Monty Python, are you ready?
Yeah.
Ishtar, are you ready?
Yes.
Ishtar is ready. Judges are ready. Timer in 3, 2, 1. Fight on the side! So Ishtar is a very high control robot. Will control the robot, try and pin it, and then hammer saw over the top. Oh, has an active pin. You can hold for 10 seconds and hold that for about 5 if it locks up. Oh, Ishtar just controlling, waiting, biding his time. Agenda pin for 5, 4, 3, 2, and comes down with the hammer saw. And we have separation, which is good. Ishtar lining up. Monty Python weapon is a little high for Ishtar, unfortunately, but still very dangerous for Ishtar's weapon. Ishtar's got a little tiny weapon. And we have 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, Ishtar didn't do it. We need a release. All right. You're able to basically actively pin, move around the row for about 10. You're able to pin against the wall for about 5. If you're not moving, you're basically get a 5-second countdown. Looks like Ishtar's having a little bit of challenge with the pin and the hammer saw over. Normally we see this robot just completely destroy batteries. Ishtar, again, very well in control. Monty Python having a little bit of issue delivering that weapon.
Start both on the backside. That would be the best play to try to land some damage. Both robots walking out. We only have 30 seconds left in this fight. I'm waiting for Star's weapon to land some serious hits. But it hasn't quite done it. It's a patient robot. You gotta wait for the right moment. And sometimes it's only one hit from the top. Ishtar is hitting. Oh. 5, 4, 3, and lands a serious hit. We have 10 seconds left in this match. Monty Python's still working. You know that damage is doing okay. This fight ends in 4, 3, 2, 1. This match is over. And we'll go to a judge's decision.
So we took some pretty decent damage in the first fight. The entire top plate got shattered on the robot, so it's going to be interesting to fix that. So far I've just kind of duct taped everything back together, and the motor got loose from the side of the chassis where it was screwed on, so I'm going to have to put that back together. I think you can see the finished version already after I fixed everything on screen right now, and it was a lot of duct tape for sure. It took a second, but I think everything's back in working order and it shouldn't be too hard to go through the next fight. Okay, so a chunk of the fight actually didn't get recorded, so you're kind of just gonna have to start from the middle here, but nothing really interesting happened, just my back plate just kind of got cracked, and that's about all. And I got stuck against the wall, so they're unsticking me from here.
Peregrine doing some serious damage. Monty Python also spinning up though, and still moving, but getting stuck on his own armor now. Looking a little sad inside, but it's still kind of alive. It's moving a little bit. It might get counted out, but we have a minute left in this fight. Wow, huge hit. Lots of spark. Monty Python just drifting just barely. Peregrine taking chunks out, so the wires are exposed now, looks like.
Do you want to keep going? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, Monty Python's still in it. It's just drifting and just enough movement to not get counted out, but now it's kind of dead. It's not moving enough.
Come on, Monty. You can do it.
In 10, 9, 8,
There we go.
7, 6. You guys took control of movement. Okay, it's up to you, Logan. All in you. All right, take a hit. So we're going to keep going. Peregrine.
Count you out again in
50 seconds on the clock.
9,
10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This match is over. Your winner is Peregrine.
Okay, so my robot got absolutely destroyed in the last fight, and we went 0-2, so I'm heading home.
I didn't get that many matches in, but I didn't really plan on winning because it's my first competition and I was racing a kit robot, and fighting a kit robot, but it was fun. I was glad to be there, and I'll catch up to you guys back at the house.
Alright guys, we're back at the house from the event, and honestly, I'm really happy with how it went. I was really glad with the outcome of the event. You know, I didn't plan on getting many more than 2 or 3 matches in anyways, because I didn't have all that many spare parts, and, you know, I was driving a kit robot, so I didn't really have the biggest advantage going for me, but it was a really fun tournament. I made a lot of new friends. I actually got some pieces from some of the other drivers that I went against. It was really cool. My robot, it's a little bit destroyed. It looks more put together since I put all my spare parts on it, but you saw earlier in the video it was absolutely shredded after that last fight. And these motors, the wheels, they aren't really on there. They kind of jiggle, and they're taped in there because the screws fell out and I couldn't find them. So yeah, it was going to be my last match anyways since I lost, so it's not like I had to leave early because I didn't have the parts or anything. It was really fun, and I got some cool stuff. I got a lanyard from Repeat Robotics, and I got some cool stickers, Texas Robot Combat stickers, and still have a bunch of spare parts for next time. I'm thinking the next time that I build a robot, I'm going to make one from scratch on, like, Tinkercad or Fusion 360 over the summer,
and then hopefully I'll make a video about that, come back, it'll be awesome. It was a really fun video, you know, and I really liked it. I hope you guys enjoyed the intro. I worked really hard on that. That was honestly my favorite part of the whole video. It turned out really well. And the event was really fun too. And yeah, thank you to everybody who came out and supported me, all my family and friends. And thank you to all the people at Texas Robot Combat for being so awesome and making this event happen. I will see you guys next time.